River City Sports Media. Thank you to our sponsors, the Portsmouth UPS, the Portsmouth Brewing Company, the Scioto River. Who else we got, guys? Brace Yourself Orthodontics. We've got Next Level CrossFit up in Willersburg, and then AB Photography. So thank you to our sponsors. Guys, we're live again here in Portsmouth. Huge game again tonight. 2 7-0 teams. You got Notre Dame that is hosting the Eastern Eagles. We were at Eastern last week doing the pregame show as they hosted Sims Valley with 2 6-0 teams, and quite frankly, that game was just a blowout. I mean, it was a blowout. Again, this is a new week. A lot of implications. You guys are looking right now for points going into playoffs. You're looking for the SOC to take the lead in the SOC conference. So we'll start off with guests. To my right, we got Johnny on the spot. To my far left, we got Hit 'em and Pick 'em Hines. And then our special guest for this week, we have the man, the myth, the legend at Notre Dame now for bringing them, I believe, their first softball state championship in school history, correct?
Correct.
Coach Shad Ford is with us tonight here live on the pregame show at Spartan Stadium. Coach, thank you for your time. For, carving a little bit out for us tonight. I think you guys got senior night tonight.
We do.
Right? Big night for you guys here. I know you guys are getting the girls are getting their rings, next week.
Next week, they finally come in.
Rings finally come in, so big celebration, next Sunday. River City Sports Media will be there to cover that as well as the girls get their rings next Sunday. So, Coach, again, thank you for your time. So, first question I got is, how many years have you been at Notre Dame coaching softball?
Notre Dame, I just completed my 4th year.
Fourth year.
Pretty good year.
That's a pretty good turnaround in that program, going into your 4th season. And I know that, the previous year, your 3rd year, you guys made a deep run in the tournament. And then obviously the 4th year, you guys put all your puzzle pieces together and obviously got over that hump and obviously represented Southern Ohio well as long as some other teams. But got Notre Dame their first state championship in softball history. I mean, it had to be ecstatic for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting there the last couple of years, the previous 3, we actually made the regional finals and, getting over that hump and busting that door down. I mean, we knew it was going to happen, but just didn't know when, but it happened this year. So, just blessed.
I know, Soda County was blessed. Just the talent and athletes we have down here in Southern Ohio across the board. We talked about it on the River Roundtable shows. We've got kids that I think there was a total of 14 or 16 kids from this area who competed in multiple divisions at the state track meet this past season. Several cross-country runners, obviously softball with you guys, with Willersburg, basketball with Memphis and South Webster having success there. Memphis boys soccer, Memphis girls soccer. It's endless what Southern Ohio is doing right now. And what is really, really scary, and a lot of people I don't think understand it's up north, around 270 and north, is we're doing these with very small schools where we've got kids that are 2 and 3 sport athletes rather than kids who are specializing in a sport to concentrate on that sport year round and be really good at it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So kind of, how does that kind of relate to you guys at Notre Dame? Because, you guys, smaller school, right?
Yeah.
And again, you need all your players to come out and play, but you also need those girls, volleyball, basketball, and of course, obviously you'd want to see them in there in the cage, getting their swings in the off season, in the weight room and stuff like that as well. How is that adjustment for you, or how does that work with you and the other coaches to balance that out?
Yeah, just working with the other coaches. Of course, we want them to play all the sports there at Notre Dame, and for the most part, they do. They play 2 out of 3, or you got some that play 3 out of 3, but like you said, coming in after volleyball, getting them swings in. It's so important to the sport that they're in. If they're going and hitting balls in volleyball, or shooting basketball after softball. It takes kind of the community effort inside the school to be successful. Volleyball's been successful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Basketball in the years past has been successful, and of course softball's on the map now. So you guys just got to kind of work together as community inside the coaching staff of the school, and you'll have success.
Yeah, absolutely. Hines?
Well, I've been friends with Shad for a long time. Him and Brandon. What's it mean, to win a state title? That's rare as is, but you guys both having daughters on the team. I think Ryan Rush has a daughter on the team too. Talk a little bit about that. Does that make it more special?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Having Brandon and all the coaching staff and, the kids that, we've been around for, their whole lives from 5 years old or, when they started playing at 6 and T-ball with battles with Jason Smith, where we wanted to kill each other. I think they did away with pitching machine because of him. But because of him,
listen, he probably, I guarantee, ruined that for a lot.
But it's just extra special to have good kids and good families and to do it with. Absolutely.
Well, knowing them, there's no two guys work harder than those guys. They deserve everything they've got for sure.
Hey, listen, I agree.
I can say that.
I've played against Shad and Brandon. I've known them for a long time, and when they made that transition and came to Notre Dame, and Shad took the softball job, it was evident at some point that program was going to make a change.
Yeah.
And it was good for that school, and that's what they needed to basically put that program over the hump. So, Johnny.
Well, I guess, Coach, I've known you. I've known Brandon for a long time. Yeah. Brandon coached me in basketball, and then your wife also taught me in school. So it's a little crazy. Yeah, I know. I was just a little pup, and now look at me. I don't know if I'm still a pup or not, but my question is, a lot of coaches down here haven't been to where you have been to, state championship, the feeling of that. And, we talked about it a long time. Southern Ohio is slowly growing to where you're seeing more teams play for a state championship with, again, these small schools going up against these bigger schools, more like a Titan. Yeah. Something that's like a Titan going up against them. Sure. So I guess 4 years, you're freshman to a senior, and you took them to a state championship 4 years. What kind of mentality do you have to build and instill in these kids? Again, 2 sport athletes, does that help, or is that, you think, hurt more, or what do you think in that?
Yeah, I think it absolutely helps. Just more athletic they are, the volleyball as far as, they can run and jump. The basketball about moving side to side. I mean, you take all aspects of them sports and put it into softball. I mean, the hand-eye coordination in both sports, it helps with softball. The mentality from day one when I started was, it wasn't about winning the SOC, which is, of course we want to do, but it was my mission was state title from when I got here. I mean, I was given a pretty good group when I got here. Yep. And it was like, I don't want to just win the SOC one. Yep. Like, I want to do something. I want to have that city sign that everybody wanted.
Yeah.
That's hanging in the city limits. So from day one, it was state title talk from day one.
So it ain't. I don't want to settle for this.
No,
we ain't settling unless we reach it to the top.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which I like. That's a mentality to have.
Yeah, and I think the kids bought in, and we was there. It's just we played some really good teams, like you said, Strasburg, Franklin. Yeah. The last 3 years that beat us in the regional finals, they have the most state titles ever.
Yes.
11.
Yes.
So to get beat by a state title like that, but they were still in our division. We thought we had to go through them, and they got knocked off. And I'm sure they'll be back next year. Yep. It's a program like a Willisburg that's always back and stuff like that. Hopefully, that's what Notre Dame softball can be, is a program that's always getting back, and that's what we plan for. So get back.
And I think, Coach, like what you've done in these 4 years is laying that block and that foundation for this program. Because at some point, I mean, obviously your daughters will be gone. Obviously, how long we will stay. Not asking you that, but I think from the aspect of whoever you turn that program over, when that time comes, the foundation has been laid, the expectation has been laid, the tradition has been laid, everything is kind of put in place that it should just be a simple takeover, and no mentality should change of what the expectations are for Notre Dame softball.
Absolutely. Like, I mean, what are they going to say? Like, let's just win the SOC, or hey, that team did it, why can't we do it?
Yeah,
like, It's set the bar up here, so keep it going.
Yeah,
keep the wheels turning,
the mentality going, keep the
hard work going, and it should never come backwards.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
But man, that goes to look at their schedule. They play the best. They want to play. They'd rather lose 3 or 4 times in a season and play the best than
beat a team by 25 runs.
Yeah. I think the girls see that though. The girls see that he's not scared, and I think that shows the kids something.
Yeah, I know. Talking with Coach Ford and talking with Coach Entler, you guys went to Dayton and you guys dropped the game up there to a couple top-notch competition. You guys went to Dayton this past season,
Kenton
Ridge, and it was all of a sudden like, well, wait a minute, Notre Dame got beat. But then when you go back and look at the competition you guys were playing, the goal was always to go win and not lose. The goal was preparation for the tournament. Yeah. And I think a lot of people overlook that a lot of times. Is they're perfectly fine with maybe winning the conference, going 20-0 if that's what their schedule is, and making a game or two in the tournament. To them, that's success. That's not been your success, obviously, at Notre Dame.
Yeah, I'm not just like this year's schedule here. If we have 27 games, there's no way that I think we're going to go undefeated just by the competition we're playing. That's not what we're looking for is to go 27-0. It's to prepare for that tournament run, to make that tournament run and get that second ring. I mean, if we're being honest, of course we want to win the SOC and stuff like that. You have Clay back next year, and you got Sins Valley out there, working. I know they are, and trying to get over that regional hump as well. Yeah. So it's a big target for us, but we'll have that schedule to get us in them big games and just prepare us for them big games in the regional finals and state championships.
So I think you guys have a very early round robin that's planned right now in March, I believe, right?
Yeah.
So you guys, Wheelersburg and
Kent Ridge,
and you're looking for a fourth, I know. So
looking for a fourth.
You guys got a couple
3 state champions.
You guys got 3 state champions that's come there from 3 different divisions.
Yep.
And I know talking with Coach Chandler earlier today when we was up there for the pep rally. Yeah. He's got 3 or 4 fillers out there for that 4th team to come in, and it's going to be another team. It's going to be a top-notch team.
Absolutely.
That in that round robin situation is going to push everybody to their max and see where they're really at early in the season.
Yeah, I mean, especially starting off early in the season, like coming back off there, the reps maybe not as in mid-season or late season, but to think you're going to go 2-0 in that tournament or something, I mean, might not happen, but it's just going to create, see what you got coming into them games and see how hard of a fight you got, and see what you got to correct, and we'll be better for it. Absolutely.
I know, talking with Coach Young, I think that's when we got it set in stone. Obviously, we want to break that news with River City Sports Media, the date, all that, location, and I believe our plan is we're going to show up a live stream that as well that week, that day as well for that round robin. To give those girls in this area the respect and shine that they deserve. So, So tonight, guys, obviously we're sitting here at Spartan Stadium, 2 7-0 teams. Like we said at the beginning of the show, you got the SOC. Who's going to take over the SOC tonight? Somebody's getting their first loss.
Oh yeah,
right. Somebody is going to get their first loss tonight. Unfortunately, right. There is one thing I really want to mention about being here at Spartan Stadium, and Portsmouth has their stadium, and Notre Dame has taken this one, and this stadium, obviously, in the next couple of years, we're going to see some renovation with Shawnee State taking it over, going to NCAA Division II, starting the football program in the next couple of years. Yep. But just the rich heritage that is in Spartan Stadium, this is where the Detroit Lions originated from the Portsmouth Spartans. 3 years that they were here. The Green Bay Packers played here. Yeah. And then obviously after that 3 year, they go to Detroit. Second year at Detroit, obviously Detroit wins a championship up there, and there was about 60% of the players that was on this team at Spartan that drove and moved to Michigan, Detroit. They made that transition and went with the team when that happened. So kudos to those guys. But there's just a lot of heritage and history in this stadium.
Exactly.
So tonight, obviously, big game here in Portsmouth. But before we get to that, let's take a chance and go over some picks. So college picks. So, Johnny, we'll start with you. Ohio State, Illinois. Short and sweet. Who you got?
Short and sweet, dude. Give me my Buckeyes. They ain't getting beat.
Hines?
I like the Buckeyes, but Shad seems to think it could be close, so that worries me.
I think it'll be close as well for 3 quarters, and I think the Buckeyes kind of get comfortable and take advantage of it and pull away. Coach, what do you think?
Yeah, I do. I think it's going to be, we've been playing well, but I think maybe Illinois might give them a little something at home.
Yeah. So next we got Alabama is at Missouri.
Well, I really want to go with Scary Terry on this one because Ironton boy, Southern boy here with us, and but I got to take Alabama. They're on a hot streak. They've been playing hard. They've been playing good. They finally found their stride. Give me Alabama.
Hines.
I think that's a close one. I think it's field goal spread. I don't know. Missouri at home. I think they can do something.
Got it. Coach?
I'm like John. I think Roll Tide's coming back. They're on their way back up.
Man, as much as I don't like the SEC and I despise Alabama,
I do like the coach.
Missouri's on the program is slowly on the incline. They're changing some things, doing some things. Going into Missouri, I'm not sure how hostile an environment that really is in Missouri. But after Alabama coming off last week, I'm going to go with the Roll Tide as well. Next game we got for Saturday, Indiana at Oregon. Another Big Ten championship, another Big Ten potential setup for championship game right there.
Well, I really want to say Indiana because old Radar over there, that's a big Oregon fan, the Big O. But I think they send them out and give me Indiana just because I'm not going with Trent on this one.
Hines,
I'm gonna go Oregon. I think it's close though.
Coach.
I think Oregon about as many points as going to be scored here tonight. Might be in the 50s.
All right, so I'm going to roll with Oregon after the huge performance against Penn State.
Yep.
I was impressed, so I'm going to roll with Oregon. All right, so some high school games we got in the local area tonight that's going on. This should really be a barn burner. Oak Hill at Valley. Johnny.
That one's a hard one. I watched Valley get beat by West last week. Valley played hard till about halftime, then they started losing. Second half, West made adjustments, came out and won. Give me the Valley Indians. I think Valley Indians, they're having a little bit rough. They're still trying to find their swing. I think they found a little bit of it. They just got to connect and just do what they got to do to win it. And I think Valley can do it.
Hines.
Last Valley game I watched, they didn't make a tackle till the midway through the second quarter.
Yeah.
I think they can find a way to make a few tackles in the first quarter tonight and find a way to win.
Coach?
Believe it or not, purple's my favorite color. So.
I can see that.
Purple and gold.
Purple and gold. All right. I'm going to have to go with Valley. I got a lot of flack a couple weeks ago because I took Valley over Willersburg. I had to explain to some people that was a business decision, not a money decision. So I'm going to go with Valley. Portsmouth at Rock Hill. Johnny?
I got to watch Portsmouth. I haven't really got to watch Rock Hill play, but Portsmouth, they got speed. They really do. And if they can connect on everything and use that speed of their linebackers like they did against West and put pressure in the backfield, I can see Portsmouth win. So I'm going to take Portsmouth Trojans.
Hines?
I got Portsmouth.
Coach?
I'm a Trojan guy, so we'll go Portsmouth tonight.
I'm going to roll with Portsmouth as well. I got a lot of respect for Coach Cobb and what he's doing down there. So I'll roll with Portsmouth.
Unanimous selection. They're probably in trouble.
Yeah,
they might be.
Probably,
They might be.
They might. Megs at Memphis.
Take Rock Hill.
Rock
Hill, yeah.
Be honest with you, I've never got to watch Megs. I've tried to do some research. It's hard to see some research on. But, I'm going to stick with our local boys. I'm going to say Memphis just because I like to see our local boys win.
Hines?
Yeah, I'm going to go Memphis. I don't know anything about Megs.
Coach?
I know I got a travel softball player from Megs. I'm going to go Megs.
There you go.
Hey,
Probably not a bad
keep
pick.
it little, bud.
I'm gonna, Memphis had it rough, man. They
have.
They had a good performance against Eastern. We were there. We did the pre.
Been kind of still trying to figure things out. Give me Cold Grove on that one.
Colgrove. All right, Hines.
Yeah, I think Cold Grove big. They got two good running backs. I think they win.
Coach.
Yeah, just I think Colgrove's a mean, royal team, so I'll go with the Hornets.
I'm gonna go with Colgrove as well. Back in the day, they used to be a gritty team.
Yeah.
Which a lot of teams back in the day used to be gritty, and kids are soft these days. I'll just tell you, kids are soft. So all right, so that leads into where we're at, Spartan Stadium. Notre Dame hosting the Flying Eagles from Eastern. So Hines, you got any? Who's your X factors for tonight for this game, real quick? Got any X factors for this game?
Man, the Cassidy kid, it sounds like he's been great. Kingery, it sounds like comes back tonight. I think that's a big impact. But the quarterback from Eastern, man, that kid's a stud.
Yeah.
He can throw it pretty good. I don't know. I think it's going to be a good one. I think a lot of points, obviously. I think it's an offensive game, and whoever can find the stop.
Yep. Johnny, X factor for this game?
I kind of agree with Hines, man. Eastern's quarterback, when they played against Medford, both of those quarterbacks went off that game, a lot of passing yards. I think it's going to be a defense game. Whoever's defense comes out to make the stop is going to win the game. I think it's going to be high scoring. I think you're going to watch a game that you're going to be on the edge of your seat the whole time, and it's going to keep you guessing. It's one of those games we love to watch, and it's why we love football. So, but I got Notre Dame's quarterback. He's come back. I think he's got a lot of he's got to show a lot tonight. He's been itching to get back in the game, and I think he's going to prove why he wants to be in the game. So.
We know who you've already picked because you picked it today. We'll get to that here.
A lot of people's got to see that, man. That was more intense than I ever been in, man. Making history again in the history stadium, making history at the pep rally.
Yeah.
I'll wait to say who I picked for these guys because it hasn't came out yet, but we'll see. We'll talk about it here in a few.
Coach Ford, X factors for this game tonight. You got to pick for who might be an X factor. Who might be the game changer?
The game changer, it might be that leg of Coleman. Schaefer, Coleman Schaefer. I mean, he's got a heck of a leg. I think it is. It's going to be a high-scoring game, like they said, the quarterback. But I think if you hit him hard, he'll fumble. We'll get the ball, maybe run a couple of tush pushes down there and set Coleman and Schaefer up for about a 43-yard field goal, and Notre Dame storms the field. I like Notre Dame.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, Notre Dame.
Well, you guys already know my pick. I went with my heart today, Notre Dame Titans, but they're going to come out. They're going to show what's up. They're going to make history in the most history place in Portsmouth. Got Notre Dame to win the game tonight.
Hines?
I'm going to take Notre Dame, but if they lose, I'd like it to be within 2 touchdowns.
There's a 50 that says that, right?
Yeah.
Might be a little bit.
So, obviously, we got one helmet here tonight. The Notre Dame helmet. Eastern forgot theirs. I don't know if they even got enough for their players. Who knows? We'll find out. They might be sharing helmets on offense and defense. But anyway, I didn't make my pick when we were at the pep rally tonight or this afternoon. Again, 2 great quarterbacks. I think both, watching a little bit of film on Notre Dame, seeing Eastern twice this year, I think both defenses are going to potentially struggle to stop the offense. So I really think this could be a track meet. I'm probably the first team to 50 wins. But I'm gonna have to go with the Notre Dame Titans.
Yeah.
I'm going to roll with the old Notre Dame Titans tonight to get the win here in Spartan Stadium. So, Coach Ford, we appreciate you carving out some time for us. Thank you to our sponsors, Next Level, CrossFit, Brace Yourself Orthodontics, New Boston, Ashland location. If your grill's messed up, go get it fixed at Brace Yourself. The Portsmouth Brewing Company, the Scioto River, the Portsmouth UPS. Make sure you follow us on social media, RCSM740. Hit that smash that like and follow button. Guys, we're here. If you're not here, get down to Spartan Stadium to see a great game tonight between the 7-0 Notre Dame Titans hosting the 7-0 Eastern Eagles. And for the pregame show, Coach, again, thanks again. But for the pregame show, guys, we're out.